As Nigeria approaches the 2027 elections, the debate over leadership, ideology and legacy is intensifying. One movement is actively shaping this conversation, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Ideological Group, which seeks to institutionalize Obafemi Awolowo's political spirit and principles through tangible social and economic programs. From free education and technical training to subsidized healthcare, electricity, affordable housing and strengthened local governance, the group is advancing a modern vision of democratic socialism. Joining us from Abuja to discuss these initiatives, their impact and the broader implications for Nigeria's political future is Bamidele Atoyebi, convener of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Ideological Group. It's good to have you with us on Newsday.
Thank you.
Very good. So, can you explain to us the link between the late Awolowo's political ideology and the incumbent President Bola Tinubu's style of governance?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Bamidele Atoyebi, the convener of Bola Ahmed Tinubu Ideological Group. The explanation is just so simple. Awolowo believed in what we call pushing order to succeed, which was famous with Afenifere. Afenifere means that those who wish others well. So, imbibe this spirit. Also, this is what he has been doing. That's why we have other of his followers that are there. We have Bola Ige, we have Lateef Jakonde. So these are men that he pushed to succeed and also been able to replicate his ideology. Then Tinubu, on the other hand, is a man that is well known for pushing others to succeed. In fact, Lai Mohammed called him an incurable optimist, that he can push you as far as the length, as long as, even when you fail, keep pushing you till you succeed. And we can have that, it's evident everywhere. You have the likes of Fasola, Sanwo-Olu, you have Ambode, you have even the likes of Lai Mohammed, Aregbesola, among others, are men that he as mentor, he has built to succeed. I said in some of my articles that Tinubu gave until he gave somebody a president. He was just the first person who has never been a minister and was pushing people to be minister. He was not a vice president, he was pushing people to be vice president. Yemi Osibanjo was there. Then he was not the president, he pushed Atiku, pushed Ribadu until he now finally deliver president, which is President Muhammadu Buhari. So this is an ideology of pushing people to succeed. I put it down recently in an article that Tinubu, Afenifere, Awolowo, and Oyedepo, these people, they display same ideology of pushing others to succeed. Oyedepo, on the other hand, also push people to succeed via his spiritual. I said, if you have a problem, pray for other people that have similar problem to succeed, to overcome that problem. You will also overcome. He did that also in WOFB, that established WOFB. Also, he did that in by the CU, Cumberland University, and Landmark. So these are evidence of people who pushes others to succeed. And Tinubu, that's why we see him as not just a politician, but as an institution, whereby other people should come and tap from this grace. Thank you.
It's interesting that we're having this conversation today, especially looking at the fact that Awolowo passed on several decades ago. Comparing their ideologies, as you say, we know that Awolowo focused heavily on free education and several social services. How does Tinubu's approach to economic reform, especially when you look at subsidy removal, tax reform bill, and all of the policies that he has brought up since he came into office, how would you say they align with welfarist principles?
Thank you. You can see Awolowo believe in democratic socialism, but Tinubu aspect, I can call it advanced democratic socialism, because he developed on every point of Awolowo. Now, for instance, Awolowo said free education from children from children up to the age of 18. Tinubu, on the other hand, imbibed that spirit, then developed on it, took it beyond 18 by introducing net fund. Net fund is where you see people being paid loan, giving loan for education, and even stipend, 20,000 stipend. These are what parents, poor people struggle to fund. Some of them even went to as far as going to borrow money from Lapo. Some even went to go and borrow money from Komulilanta, which are huge amount of money that they used to repay. But with Tinubu, he took it further. He took that ideology of social welfareism, making poor, he said in his word, let the poor breathe. So don't suffocate them. These are, if you say he removed subsidy, he took it from the rich and give it to the poor. This is how he's funding them. And also, you see it on the aspect of TFET, technical and vocational training. Not only that he reformed it, he makes sure that they are being paid money, stipends, to learn skills that are needed in the society. So this is where he is beginning to giving it back to society. Among other things, there's also loan that he just did for lecturers. Also, Tinubu, I will also believe in free healthcare for children up to the age of 18 years. Then Tinubu took it further, personal also. Number one, he has built about 8 different cancer and oncology centers. Uniben is there in Uniben, in Suka, you have in ABU, Zaria, you have in Federal University, Ebonyi State, and you have in the University of Lagos Teaching Hospital as well. That's also, he has also prioritized primary health care in the sense that all our, abandoned primary health care, about 577 has been, refurbished, brought back to life, equipped with modern equipment, and also 8,800 has just also been approved and being worked on. So this is the ideology of social welfareism. This is ideology of empowering people to be self-sufficient, empower people so that they can also be able to do it themselves. This is what we are. Many young Nigerians don't know that politicians, when they say they are giving you subsidy, if a politician is giving you subsidy, maybe they are giving you 1,000 naira to subsidize your life. But politician can go from backyard and turn into 10 million naira just from 1,000 naira and turn into 1 million. And they will say they are using to fund your life. They are using to make your life to make your life to enjoy your life. But in the sense, the real poor people are not really the actual beneficiary of all this subsidy. So I wrote in an article, I said, Tinubu is the first person to truly take from the rich and give to the poor. This is how he's giving to the poor. It's also free health care program for retirees, for retired workers is also there. So among us, you can see how their ideology align together. You can see how it align. Awolowo free health care up to 18. Tinubu took it even further. I call it advanced democratic socialism. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Atoyebi, let's talk some specifics here. Progressive taxation is said to be one of the main features of any form of democratic socialism. And currently there is emphasis on tax reforms in Nigeria. But some Nigerians are still apprehensive about its true intentions. I'd like your take on that.
Thank you very much. When I say this tax reform of a thing, I will all believe in progressive taxation. That's it. Tinubu also believe in taxing the right people. Now, before now, the taxing system was never okay. Now, when Tinubu reformed this tax, the poor that was paying, for instance, that if you are earning 225,000 naira in a year before, you are paying about 7 to 8% yearly on taxes, but now you are not paying anything. If you are earning about 500,000 per annum before, you are paying close to 10% of the taxes. Now you are not paying anything again. Now, before, if you are earning 800,000, before you are paying about 11 to 15% of taxes. But now you are not paying anything. You can see that Tinubu is the system that Tinubu put in place is to tax rights, not to tax more. There is nowhere in the world how you cannot tax everybody. But the most focus is to tax the right people. You can see that the issue with one of the issues Awolowo had with Akintola was that Akintola feel that they lost election in 1955 because of taxation. So he said, let us remove women from tax. He told Awolowo that they want to remove women and also reduce some form of taxes so that they can win, because they know they lost some House of Assembly election in Lagos. They said, Awolowo said, no. The right frame, what we should work on is when you tax people and you use their money judiciously and they see what you are using their money for, people will not, will not grumble, will not be happy. They will pay the tax with happiness. Now, this is what Tinubu is doing. It's not only removing the burden from the poor, it's also using this money to fund our economy. See, economy can only grow to the level at which your infrastructure is. Now, Tinubu feel that if we tax and we used to expand our infrastructure, there will be job, there will be a lot of welfare packages for people. Now, look at Lagos Calabar Highway. If that project is done, look at the level of our economy will skyrocket. Look at Sokoto Badagry Highway. If those things are finished, those road that is done, you can see how our economy will also expand, will explode. Look at AKK project, Ajaokuta, Kano Kaduna Railway. If these projects are done, it will skyrocket our economy. So it will end employment will come. Do you know how much employment those things will create? People will come and invest. Investors will come in, and they will be able to. So all these things are progressive, even far progressive, because progressive is even an understatement with Tinubu kind of taxation. Poor people are totally removed from tax net. I have interview with some workers at John Wood Hotel, some of them. Then I sent some people to go and do underground check. I can tell you, workers, both private sector and public sector, are happy that they are not paying taxes anymore. Only those who are earning 1 million and above are paying tax. And even when you are earning 1 million and above per annum, 800,000 will be first removed. It's only 200,000 that they are taxing. So you can see progressive taxation in Awolowo. If you use it for Tinubu government, is an understatement. Tinubu took it personal. Thank you.
I would like to thank you for your time on the show. Mr. Bamidele Atoyebi, convener of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Ideological Group. Thank you for your time.